Hey, what's up everybody? This is my review of Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Air Raid. And one thing I want to say about Air Raid right off the bat, this is a deluxe figure, and it really should have been a larger Voyager class figure. Because this is a plane, right? And this is a car. I mean, granted, this is the Revenge of the Fallen Swerve, which the Revenge of the Fallen figures were a little bit larger than the Dark of the Moon figures, but still, I mean, yeah. So there is a size issue in the jet mode here, but that's just one thing I want to bring up right off the bat. Really should have been a Voyager class figure. As you can see, it does have landing gear, and I'll go ahead and put those away. And the colors here are very unique. You've got green, really dark green, some silver accents on the side and also on the rear fin here, as well as on the leading edge of the engine here. And pretty unique colors. You got the Autobot symbol right there, and you got some clear plastic for the windows, which is pretty cool. In addition to the mech tech weapon that it comes with, you can also plug in additional mech tech weapons. There is a port here that happens to accept a mech tech weapon, so you could have, you could have that playability there as well. Pretty much well designed. The only problem is there's a little bit of kibble here at the end. This is the actual fist for the it would be the left arm, So other than that, pretty well hidden as far as robot parts. Mech tech weapon here, you can see this is the, I guess they call this is the radar dish, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. That comes off. There's a peg there, and you activate the weapon like that. So there's the mech tech weapon. Put that to the side. And let's go ahead and start the transformation here. And then back here, this is a one whole assembly. So you basically want to push up, and as you do, it will actually push up the head. And that pretty much is robot mode for Air Raid. And you can do different things with this backpack here. This is probably the best way just to kind of get everything back there and tucked away. And this weapon on his right hand, which he really doesn't have a right hand per se, I believe on the back they show it as just like this. It doesn't even transform. You could, because of the joints here, you could fold these up in different positions like that. But I think it looks better like this, even though there's no transformation involved with the tail fin. Kind of looks like a mace, you know. As far as articulation goes, the head actually appears to be just a swivel type of joint. So it can look left and right, but not up. It doesn't appear that there's a ball joint on his neck. Ball joint in shoulders, swivel at the bicep, bend at the elbow. You have articulation as such for the left hand. It's pretty loose there. There is no waist articulation. Hips are on a ball joint, so the leg can go forward, backwards, out to the side. These are very loose. They tend to fall off, especially during the transformation. You have a bend at the knee like that, and that is your articulation for air raid. Taking a close look at the figure, let's zoom in here and take a look at the head sculpt, which is really, I think, the really selling point for this robot mode. Silver paint apps. His crest here is a gold color paint. Sorry about that. See there? His chest, again, is just really nice gold, really nicely detailed, as well as really nicely painted. And I guess on this arm here, you have somewhat of a different articulation, because you actually have, of course, you have the swivel at the bicep, bend at the elbow, but there really actually are, I guess you can argue, there are 2 points at the elbow like that, and then there's another joint right here. As for the mech tech weapon, in robot mode it can be wielded as a shield. Of course you can wield it like a gun as well, but the thing is, it's a deluxe class mech tech weapon, so it doesn't lock in place like a Voyager class mech tech weapon. But basically what the back of the box says you can do, you can plug it into the fist here, and it can be kind of like a shield for robot mode. And because you have this peg hole here, it's kind of neat, much like a Roman soldier. Air Raid can store his shield on the back here, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the packaging. This is the standard Dark of the Moon packaging. This happens to be a Takara Tomy release, but really cool looking shot of the head of Air Raid here. So that's really nice. In the back, of course, you have a look at robot in vehicle mode. Bio there if you wish to read that. And the technical data or statistics on the side here. And also, because this is a Takara Tomy release, they do include a little card here with a nice picture of Air Raid. On the back here, I guess you have some stats and some other information. There's some codes back here for something, I'm not sure what. Possibly an online game or something. You've got the little those new barcodes here. You can scan that in. So you got that. So as I said before, really this deluxe class figure should really have been made a Voyager class figure. It's definitely a missed opportunity on Hasbro's part. It would have been much nicer as a Voyager class figure. I guess I can understand because it's not really a main character, but it would have made a better toy to have it actually as a Voyager class figure, especially when you look at it in the vehicle mode, in the plane mode. As it is, it's really small, and it really should have been a Voyager class. A couple more issues. Well, one being the way that the legs attach to the ball joints at the hips. Mine are pretty loose, and during transformation they tend to fall off. It just kind of makes the whole figure seem a little bit more cheap. Yes, you could fix it with some nail polish or super glue and stiffen up, not stiffen up, but just make the ball joint more rough. But really you shouldn't have to do that. That should be something that should be addressed by Hasbro from the factory. So, and the last thing is availability of this figure. I'm not sure, but I think this may have been short packed. Like I never ever saw this on my or at my local retail stores. So it may be like one per case or something like that. So it may be hard to find. Alright, thanks for watching. This has been my review of Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Class Air Raid.